80 million Americans have fatty liver disease. That's 24% of the population. In this lesson, I'll share with you the fastest way to reverse fatty liver disease, whether it's alcoholic fatty liver disease or non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I'll share with you a simple protocol to follow, plus the signs and symptoms of fatty liver disease as well. The first step in your protocol to reverse fatty liver disease is to stop snacking and to practice intermittent fasting. The average person is grazing, they're eating food throughout the entire day. It's not just the 2 to 3 meals that people are doing, it's the snacking in between. And that's a big problem, which contributes to fatty liver disease. When you eat frequently, it destroys the gut integrity. That's your digestive system. This leads to something called leaky gut, which are holes in your digestive system. What happens next is the liver gets inflamed and it creates a hormonal cascade of problems. The liver hugely dictates your hormonal system. When you stress the liver by eating too frequently, snacking in between meals, then fat develops quickly inside of that liver. What happens next is an inflammatory response through the entire system, not just the liver and the gut, but also your brain. You essentially become a sponge for toxins and inflammation. When you practice intermittent fasting, you allow your metabolism to pull fat from your liver, reversing fatty liver disease. Intermittent fasting is one of the best ways to heal a fatty liver and to lower inflammation, fix a gut, and improve overall health. When you're in a fasted state, your body is going to start burning through stored sugar in your liver and then eventually pulling fat from the liver, reversing your fatty liver disease. So the first step is to eliminate snacking in between meals. The second step is to implement an 18-6 intermittent fasting schedule. This is very simple the way it works. Out of a 24-hour period, for 18 hours, you're in that fasted state, allowing your body to pull fat from the liver and burn through the sugar reserves that are stored in your liver. What can you have during the fasted state? Water, coffee, tea, electrolytes, but no food for 18 hours. Then you have a 6-hour feeding window where you eat your meal. So what this would look like on your calendar is between 12 p.m. and 6 p.m., you're eating 2 to 3 meals maximum. From 6 p.m. all the way until 12 p.m. the next day, you're in the fasted state. This is the first step, and it's a very important step in your protocol for reversing fatty liver disease. The second step is to eliminate alcohol. Whether you have fatty liver disease that was developed from alcoholic fatty liver disease or non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, alcohol will impact your liver in a very negative way. The truth is, alcohol is a poison to the body, to the liver, to the brain. Your metabolism has to detox and get rid of that toxin, which is the alcohol. This means your liver is overburdened with the job, the responsibility of taking care of that alcohol and removing it from your system. Each sip of alcohol will kill brain cells and it will slow down fat loss because it will prioritize getting rid of the alcohol first. And the liver has the primary job of doing that. Now, there are worse offenders out there when it comes to alcohol, and there are better options. I'll share that with you just in case you choose to continue drinking. Beer and wine are going to be the worst offenders for fatty liver disease. Let's start with beer. Beer is very estrogenic. It creates high levels of estrogen, which is not good for men and not good for women. It lowers testosterone and it leads to weight gain and fatty liver. Wine, especially the wine in the United States, is loaded with glyphosate. Glyphosate is a nasty pesticide that inflames your liver, inflames your entire body, and removes important minerals that the liver needs to process toxins efficiently. Dr. Zach Bush shared on my Metabolic Freedom podcast that the average California wine has 64 different herbicides and pesticides in it. This is going to wreck your digestive system, inflame the liver, and lead to fatty liver disease. If you choose to drink alcohol, better options will be clear alcohol, which is whiskey, vodka, and tequila. You don't want to get it mixed with any fruit juices or anything like that. You want to drink it on the rocks, but the best option will be to eliminate alcohol altogether to reverse your fatty liver disease. If you choose to go with wine, you could go with the organic European wine, or even better, an organic dry farm wine. If you go to ketocampwine.com, you could see a healthier option for wine that's organic and biodynamic. There's also some things you can do right before you have the alcohol to help your liver metabolize it more efficiently. Drink plenty of water ahead of the alcohol. That's the first step. take glutathione right before the alcohol, and you can do that with a patch that I use called LifeWave Glutathione Patch. If you go to ketocamp.com/lifewave, you can learn about that. And then taking a binder like activated charcoal, I'll put a link for my favorite binder in the notes down below. Taking that binder about 45 minutes before the alcohol could help. And lastly, eating asparagus with your alcohol seems to help the liver metabolize that alcohol better. I'll drop a study on that in the notes down below. The third step to reversing fatty liver disease are with bitter-rich foods and some biohacks. Let's start with the bitter-rich foods. Bitter-rich foods, which we lack in our diet, are really important for the liver. It helps the liver produce bile, B-I-L-E. Bile is a very important detergent, essentially, that helps you break down fat in food and helps you detoxify. If you have a fatty liver, then chances are your liver is producing thick, sluggish bile. And that's because it lacks these bitter-rich foods. Bitter-rich foods stimulate the liver to thin the bile, break down fat, pull fat from the liver, reversing fatty liver disease and helping in overall detoxification. So you want to incorporate the following bitter-rich foods and bitter-rich drinks to help with fatty liver. We have arugula, organic coffee like Purity Coffee over at KetoCampCoffee.com. Coupon code is KetoCamp for 15% off. Apple cider vinegar is great for the liver and for your blood sugar levels. Lemons and limes, radicchio, rosemary, thyme, basil, and dill are great to season your foods with, which stimulate that bioproduction from the liver. Ginger and ginger tea, milk thistle tea, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli. These are all important liver boosting foods, so eat them on a consistent basis. Then we have some cool biohacks out there. For example, red light therapy on the liver could be amazing for fatty liver disease. Red light therapy is called photobiomodulation, and numerous studies show when you apply red light on your liver, so keep in mind your liver is right here towards the right side of your rib cage, so you would shine a red light lamp about 10 inches away for only 10 minutes, about twice a day, on that liver to stimulate healthy mitochondria within the liver cells, lowers inflammation within the liver cells, which all contribute to reversing that fatty liver disease. A couple of companies that I use for red light panels are Sauna Space. They have a photon beam and Bond Charge, and I have coupon codes for both of them, and I'll drop it down below. The protocol is 10 inches away, 10 minutes, twice a day, right on the liver. Another food, actually a nutrient you want to consume here for fatty liver disease is choline. Choline is one of the most important nutrients for your liver and to reverse fatty liver disease. There are numerous studies showing what choline can do to support liver health. For example, this study titled "Choline Deficiency Causes Reversible Hepatic Abnormalities in Patients Receiving Parenteral Nutrition." It showed that this placebo-controlled trial investigated the effects of choline deficiency on liver health in patients receiving parenteral nutrition, led to reversible hepatic abnormalities, including liver fat accumulation, which is fatty liver disease, and liver dysfunction. Another study titled "Choline Supplementation Protects Against Liver Damage." This study utilized a mouse model to investigate the protective effects of choline supplementation against liver damage. The researchers found that choline supplementation normalized cholesterol metabolism and reduced liver fat accumulation, inflammation, and oxidative stress. The best foods to get choline from include liver, egg yolks, that's eggs with the yolk, and grass-fed beef. You could also supplement with a high-quality choline product. I use the one from BodyBio called phosphatidylcholine. In other words, in short, it's called PC oil, and you would work your way up to about 1 tablespoon of PC oil every day. I'll put a link for the BodyBio PC oil and a coupon code down below. TUDCA is another really important nutrient for fatty liver disease. TUDCA supports bile acid integrity, and it aids in the digestion of fats, oils, and detoxification of the gut and the liver. At the cell level, TUDCA transports helpful molecules into cells and helps to protect from cell degradation and apoptosis, which is programmed cell death. TUDCA also helps in clearing cellular debris, helping with the mitochondrial membranes within the liver and the cell membranes within the liver as well. BodyBio has a fantastic TUDCA supplement. I'll drop a link and a coupon for them in case you want to add that to your protocol. Another great supplement / product for fatty liver disease is castor oil. Castor oil is applied topically to the liver, and then you wrap it around with the castor oil pack. You typically do this right before bed and go to bed with that pack right around the liver. It helps to soothe the liver, lower inflammation, and detoxify the liver to help with fatty liver disease. The one I use is from Queen of Thrones. I'll drop a link and a coupon code down below for them. The fourth step in your protocol is to remove fructose, especially high fructose corn syrup, from your diet. 90% of fructose is metabolized by your liver. Over time, the liver will become fatty with high consumption of fructose. This not only leads to fatty liver disease, but it also leads to insulin resistance, diabetes, and eventually it could lead to cancer and heart disease. So you want to avoid fruit juice. You want to limit fruit in general if you have fatty liver disease, and definitely want to be aware of high fructose corn syrup, which is the worst thing you could consume for your liver. It is a challenge because high fructose corn syrup is everywhere. I'm going to share with you the 10 most common healthy, I'm going to put that in quotation marks, foods that contain high fructose corn syrup, and the 3 most popular brands of that healthy food. The first one is yogurt. Be aware of yogurt, especially Yoplait yogurt, Dannon Fruit on the bottom yogurt, and Activia Light. These brands are loaded with high fructose corn syrup. Healthier swaps will include GT's Cocoa Yo, Wallaby Organic Aussie Greek Yogurt, Maple Hill Creamery 100% grass-fed organic kefir. These are better options that do not have high fructose corn syrup. Then we have granola bars. This is something you want to be aware of if you have fatty liver disease. The top 3 brands that contain high fructose corn syrup are Quaker Chewy granola bars, Nature Valley Sweet and Salty Nut Bars, and Kellogg's Nutri-Grain bars. Avoid those. Healthier swaps are going to be Purely Elizabeth's granola, although granola in general is not a good option if you want to lose some weight, but if you want a healthier swap, that's the brand I would use. Then we have protein bars. Here are the 3 brands that have high fructose corn syrup that you want to avoid. Power Bars, MetRx Big 100 bars, and Cliff Builders protein bars. Instead, you want to swap those for Paleo Valley's beef sticks. I'll put a link and a coupon code for them. Epic protein bars, and Bulletproof collagen bars. Then we have breakfast cereals. Here are the top 3 brands that have high fructose corn syrup that you want to avoid. Kellogg's Frosted Flakes, Fruit Loops, and General Mills Trix. The better options out there that do not contain high fructose corn syrup are 3 Wishes cereal and Catalina Crunch. Although not the best option, it's better than the options I gave you before. Then we have smoothies and fruit juices, which are loaded with high fructose corn syrup. Here are the top 3 brands you want to avoid: Minute Maid, V8 Splash, and Naked Juice smoothies. Healthier swaps will be to avoid fruit juices and smoothies altogether if you have fatty liver disease. Then we have salad dressings. Yes, salad dressings contain high fructose corn syrup if it comes from these 3 brands: Kraft salad dressings, Ken's Steakhouse dressings, and Hidden Valley Ranch dressings. Better swaps is Primal Kitchen salad dressings. They use clean oils and no high fructose corn syrup. Then we have condiments like ketchup and barbecue sauce. Here are the 3 brands you want to avoid. They typically have high fructose corn syrup: Heinz ketchup, Hunt's ketchup, Del Monte's ketchup, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, KC Masterpiece barbecue sauce, and Kraft Original barbecue sauce. Healthier swaps are Primal Kitchen ketchup and their barbecue sauces, and Annie's organic ketchup. Those do not have any high fructose corn syrup. Then we have whole wheat and multi-grain breads. Here are the top 3 brands that contain high fructose corn syrup: Wonder Bread, Sara Lee Bread, Arnold Brownberry Oro Wheat Bread. Healthier swaps, this is a tough one, but a better option would be Base Culture Sourdough Bread. Then we have sports drinks loaded with high fructose corn syrup. The ones to avoid are Gatorade, Powerade, and All Sport. Healthier swaps would be just water with high quality electrolytes like Redmond's Real Light or Keto Chow. Next we have instant oatmeal. Here are the top 3 brands that contain high fructose corn syrup: Quaker Instant Oatmeal, Great Valley Instant Oatmeal, and Market Pantry Instant Oatmeal. Avoid those. Healthier swaps would be just don't eat oatmeal. If you're looking to reverse fatty liver disease and burn fat, you're better off having bacon and eggs for breakfast. By the way, you can find a lot of these healthier swaps with Thrive Market. Thrive Market is kind of like a Costco meets Whole Foods membership, and we have a special link for you to get a discount, some free gifts, with Thrive Market, which we'll drop in the notes down below. Now let's get into the 6 most common red flags that your liver is failing you and you have fatty liver disease. These are all going to be related to your feet. Your feet could give you clues to your liver failing you and you having fatty liver disease. And I'll talk a little bit later about how to even know for sure if you have fatty liver disease. But the first sign and symptom, the first red flag, is edema. This is swelling of the foot and the ankles. This is known as peripheral edema, and it's more noticeable at the end of the day and may improve after elevating the legs. The swelling can be due to a buildup in the lower extremities caused by decreased liver function in clearing fluids and proteins from the body. In severe cases, the skin over the swollen areas may appear stretched, shiny, or pitted when pressure is applied. I have used, by the way, these LifeWave patches. You can see for those watching on YouTube, I have these patches, but you can apply it on the foot, the X39 patch and the X49 patch, and it's made huge differences in edema. Look at this before and after with wearing the patches. You can see on the right, they had an inflamed foot from a fatty liver, and they put these patches on, and in a short amount of time, it really helped clear some of the toxins and helped to soothe the liver and overall inflammation. I'll drop a link for these patches down below, by the way. Then we have itching. This could be associated with liver disease and can be intense and persistent, leading to scratching that may cause skin damage and infections. The itching often gets worse at night and may affect not just the feet, but also parts of the body, including the hands, arms, and legs, and trunk. Itching is commonly linked to elevated levels of bile salts in the bloodstream, which can contribute to skin due to impaired liver function. Then we have spider angiomas. These are small, red, spider-like blood vessels that can develop on the skin, including the feet. They have a central spot with radiating branches. Spider angiomas are caused by increased blood flow in the skin due to changes in blood vessel structure related to liver dysfunction. This is often seen with individuals with advanced stages of fatty liver disease. Then we have changes in nail and skin color. White nails, or Terry's nails, which are white nails with a dark band at the tip, can occur in fatty liver disease due to changes in blood circulation or reduced production of red blood cells. Jaundice, which is yellowing of the skin and the eyes, can be extended to the feet as well and affect the color of the nail beds and skin, giving them a bluish hue. These changes in the skin and the nails are more pronounced in advanced fatty liver disease. Then we have neuropathy. Peripheral neuropathy is associated with fatty liver disease and can cause sensations like numbness, tingling, or burning in the feet and legs. This neuropathy can be due to various factors, including vitamin deficiencies such as B vitamins, toxic effects of substances accumulating in the body, or direct nerve damage from fatty liver disease. Neuropathy can affect balance and coordination, leading to difficulties in walking and increased risk of falls, especially in advanced fatty liver disease. Now let's get to your most common questions that you asked me about this topic. The first question is, what are your thoughts on coffee enemas for a fatty liver? Coffee enemas are a terrific way to clean the liver out. There are numerous videos that you can find on YouTube on how to do a coffee enema. I would recommend doing it about 3 times a week. Just make sure you're getting your minerals up if you're going to be doing coffee enemas. It's great for the liver. It should also give you some energy. Just make sure you're using clean source of coffee beans and you're getting your electrolytes and minerals up, especially on the day of the coffee enema. The next question is, do liver flushes help with fatty liver disease? Yes, and there are different ways to do a liver flush. One of the most popular and most effective ways is olive oil with a citrus juice mixture. Some liver flush protocols involve drinking a mixture of olive oil and fresh lemon or grapefruit juice. This combination is said to stimulate a surge in bile flow, which may help move toxins and small stones through the liver and the gallbladder. You could potentially do this about 30 to 45 minutes before a fatty meal to help break down that fat as well. The next question is, how is fatty liver disease diagnosed? The most accurate way to determine fatty liver disease is with imaging tests like an ultrasound or an MRI. Sometimes they do a liver biopsy. But if you do blood work and you got your liver enzymes done, ALT and AST and GGT, and if those are elevated, that's a clue that you may have fatty liver disease. And I gave you 6 signs and symptoms to pay attention to if you have fatty liver disease. Like, you could put all this together to know for sure if you have fatty liver disease. But the most accurate way is imaging by ultrasound or an MRI. The next question is, does losing weight help to reverse fatty liver disease? Yeah, it's one of the most effective ways to reverse fatty liver disease. When you have fatty liver disease, you're probably also going to have excess body fat, especially visceral fat. Visceral fat is a white fat around your organs, including your liver, that is highly inflammatory. It accumulates in the fat, leading to fatty liver disease, but it also applies pressure to the liver, to the pancreas, to the heart, to your organs, which makes them work harder. Studies show that even a 5 to 10% reduction in body weight can significantly improve fatty liver disease. I mentioned fasting earlier, part of your protocol. It's one of the best ways to pull fat from the liver and lose weight. Ketosis is another amazing way to pull fat from your liver and lose weight. As a matter of fact, I have a lot of content, a lot of podcasts and videos on how to lose weight the right way, which, yes, will absolutely help you reverse your fatty liver disease. I hope this lesson was super valuable, and I hope you share it with somebody today. And if you want to learn more about how to burn fat, I have a 30-day protocol for you to lose 20 pounds or even more within 30 days with this 30-day protocol. It'll help you lose weight, burn fat, of course, but also pull fat from the liver. The best part about this protocol, you don't have to suffer, you don't have to count calories, you don't have to rely on any restrictive dieting. After I personally went from being physically obese at 250 pounds to losing over 80 pounds in 9 months and going from 34% body fat to 6% body fat, I cracked the code. And the cool thing about having the combination to a code,